Chat, what would you do if you woke up and laying in your bed next to you was a homeless guy? What would you do? But he seemed really chill though. But he didn't do it. He just, when he woke up, he said, "Oh, sorry, haha." Stab him. What if you didn't have any arms? What if you had no arms? You ever think about that? Bite. Okay, well, what if you had no mouth and no arms and no legs? Thrust? Bro! I love asking hypotheticals that get progressively more difficult, and then when somebody says something weird, act surprised. Kunio Toda. And yeah, I don't know any of these people. Mary Fenwick Adami, the First Lady of Malta. Nobody cool died on my birthday! Chat, someone's gotta take one for the team. I'll go. No. I don't want you to... None of you guys can die on my birthday. You need to be famous first. Before you die on my birthday, you need to be famous first. You are not famous enough to die on my birthday. I can't brag about it. You guys have to keep living. Haha. Whose undies are those? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, if I'm laying down, well, I mean, like, can you make the assumption that they're... Yeah, they're your moms. Whatever, they're your moms. Definitely not mine. Why would anyone have their underwear in their own room? You have no idea how big a moose is until you actually see one in person. They're absolutely insanely massive. You know what I want to do one day? I want to go see whales. I want to go see whales really, really badly. Because I just want to get the experience of seeing something so big. My dream is to see something really big. I told this to... This is gonna sound so weird. But when I was playing Pokemon, I was talking about that really cool Whale Lord card. And I told the person I was playing with, I said, one of my dreams is to see something really, really big. And they fucking laughed at me. Which, in a way, I was like, I get it. But also, wouldn't it be so cool to see something huge? Like, larger than life, like, unfathomably big? Like, something that just makes you go, wow. That's amazing. And it's a real living creature. Imagine seeing a dinosaur. I see that every time I take a piss. Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. I had to pull out my white girlisms for that. I've seen an elephant, but I want to see a whale. My lust for life gets larger every day. I need to see something bigger. I need to see a whale. I want to see the smallest creature, and I want to see the biggest creature. Haha. I want to see something full-grown and tiny. That would be cool. What do baby kangaroos look like? I know that there's a baby... Kangaskhan has a baby kangaroo. Does it look like that? This is what the NPC who introduces you to photo mode says. Can you take a picture of the smallest creature and a picture of the biggest creature? Man, so what? And maybe that NPC is cooking. Maybe they were cooking. Haha. Have you guys seen this horse? Have you seen this horse? This is the most freakish horse I've ever seen, with the worst name imaginable. How does a horse look like that? They spec'd into all power when they were training this Uma. Uma Pyoy! Uma Pyoy! Power SS plus. You know, can I tell you guys something? The pizza arc is not over. Remember when I cooked the pizza upside down? There was fucking cheese, you know, at the bottom of the oven that I tried to clean out, and last night I talked about it and how there was still like a black mark at the bottom of the oven. And so I was like, what if I used the cleaning function of the oven? Don't use the cleaning function in the oven! Don't! No! Okay, you know what happens when you turn on the cleaning function of your oven? It just burns everything to a crisp. That's it. It gets really, really hot for 4 hours. I don't think I almost burnt anything down. But like, all of a sudden, I was like, it smells. And I go and I check on the freaking oven, and then all of the fire alarms start going off. What were you expecting? I don't know! When you see an option for clean, you think, oh, maybe it's gonna fucking clean the oven a little bit. Maybe loosen it up so I can get it off easier. No, it just fucking burns it to a crisp. That's it. That's not clean. What the fuck? What's the point of the clean function? What's the point? I don't get it. Why do they even have that? If I wanted to put the oven up really high, I'd just do it myself. There's no point in having a clean function that makes everything super hot for 4 hours. Yeah, maybe I should have looked it up before I did it, but you guys have to understand where I'm coming from, right? At least a little. In the stance of, why do they even have that function on the oven? Why do they have that there? No, I'm not angry for an oven being an oven. I'm angry for an oven having a stupid function on it. It says clean. Things should be easy. Things should be legible. I love this song, and I love this game, and I love the composer because I love this game, and I love the music in this game. So this is like amazing. This is amazing. This game is so ass. Well, you want to know what? Everybody loves ass and thinks it's sexy, but nobody loves you and thinks you're sexy. So, blah! I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Haha. This is the coolest toy I've ever seen. Oh my god. Get smaller. I found one. We'll save this bad boy for later. We'll save this bad boy for later. Now this is... Next time we stream... Oh my god, you guys aren't even ready for how good I am at Goo Goo Babies. Wait, before I go, I have something to tell you guys. When I was a kid, I really liked Elmo, and I had like this Elmo hand puppet. And my brothers would always play it with me. And they would like use the hand puppet and they would say, "My name is Elmo and I have a hand for a mouth." And I thought it was the funniest thing in the whole fucking world. I was like, ha 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 ha! That's weird. What? Like, people don't have hands for mouths? Funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. And I would say it to them all the time. That was like my first stim ever. Is I would tell them, "My name is Elmo and I have a hand for a mouth." Yeah, and I thought it was the best thing. I still kind of do. That was my original stim. That was like ground zero. Anyway, yeah, it's time to go. Peak comedy. We'll never get peak like that ever again. I assure you. Haha. You know cereal is soup, right? Well, Grok told me otherwise, so I'm not gonna sit here and believe your lies because Grok already told me that cereal was not a soup. So, oh yeah, and also ChatGPT. Now it's fact. What does a clanker know? You have to stop using that word. Sounds like you're just fucking jealous. Sounds like you're just jealous that AI knows more than you. This is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life. I was so hungry. It's over. Remember, everybody, stay truckin', stay fuckin', and stay cranking your hog. Yeehaw! Bye-bye! Xiao Huang Shu.